How much time did you waste this week just trying to find a meeting time that works for everyone? If you are like most professionals, the answer is at least 2 to 3 hours. Emails going back and forth, calendar links that do not quite line up, time zone confusion, reschedules. It is exhausting, and here is the thing. In 2026, none of that is necessary anymore. Today, I am going to show you how to build an AI agent that reads your calendar, negotiates meeting times with other people, and books appointments on its own. No paid software required, no coding degree needed. By the end of this video, you will have a working scheduling agent that saves you hours every single week. Let us build it together. Before we build anything, let us understand what an AI scheduling agent actually does, because this is where most people get confused. A tool like Calendly or Google Calendar appointment slots just shows people your free times and lets them pick one. That is passive. An AI booking agent is active. It reads your calendar, understands your preferences, and then communicates with the other person in natural language to find a time that works for both of you. Think of it like having a virtual assistant. If someone emails you and says, "Can we meet Thursday afternoon?" your agent checks your calendar, sees you have a conflict, and replies with something like, "Thursday afternoon does not work, but I have Friday at 2 or Monday at 10 open." Which works better for you? That back and forth negotiation is the magic. The agent handles it without you ever seeing the email. Now, there are platforms like Reclaim, Motion, and a newer tool called Lindy that do some of this. But what we are building today is your own agent that you fully control. No monthly subscription, no data going to a third party. You own the rules, you own the logic, and you can customize it for any workflow. That is the difference between renting an assistant and building your own. Step 1 is connecting your agent to your calendar. This is the foundation. Without calendar access, your agent is blind. The most common choice is the Google Calendar API, and the good news is that it is completely free. Here is how it works. First, you go to the Google Cloud Console and create a new project. Then you enable the Google Calendar API for that project. Next, you set up OAuth 2. Zero credentials, which is just a fancy way of saying you create an authorization key that lets your agent access your calendar with your permission. You download a JSON file with your credentials, and that is it. In your agent code, you load that file, and suddenly your agent can read every event on your calendar. It can see when you are busy, when you have free time, and it can even create new events. The whole setup takes about 5 minutes if you follow along. Microsoft Outlook users, you have a similar path with the Microsoft Graph API. The concepts are identical. For this tutorial, I am going to use Google Calendar because it is the most widely used and has the best free tier. One important note: when you grant your agent calendar access, make sure you only grant it the scopes it actually needs. Read and write access to calendar events is enough. Do not grant access to emails or contacts unless your agent specifically needs that. Keep the permissions minimal for security. Now for the most important part, writing the rules that make your agent smart. This is what separates a useful scheduling assistant from a dumb bot that books meetings at terrible times. Let me walk you through the essential rules you need to define. First, buffer time. Never allow meetings to be scheduled back-to-back. Set a minimum 15-minute buffer between every meeting. Your agent should check if there is at least 15 minutes of free time before and after any proposed slot. Second, focus blocks. Define specific hours that are sacred. Maybe mornings from 9 to 11 are your deep work time. Your agent should treat those as unavailable no matter what. Third, meeting priorities. Not all meetings are equal. A client meeting should be able to override a block slot, but a casual catch-up should not. Build a priority system. Critical meetings can bump lower priority items. Fourth, time zone awareness. This one trips up a lot of people. Your agent needs to store all times in UTC internally and convert to local time zones only when displaying or proposing times. If someone in Tokyo asks for a meeting and you are in New York, your agent should automatically find the overlap that works for both. Fifth, daily limits. Set a maximum number of meetings per day. Once you hit 4 meetings, the agent stops accepting new ones and pushes them to the next available day. These rules are what make your agent feel intelligent. You encode your preferences, and the agent enforces them consistently, every single time. Step 3 is the actual booking flow. This is where your agent earns its keep. Let me walk you through what happens when someone requests a meeting. First, the incoming request arrives. It could be an email, a Slack message, or a form submission. Your agent parses it to extract the key information. Who wants the meeting? How long do they need? What is it about? What is their general availability? Second, your agent checks your calendar. It applies all the rules we just set up. It finds the slots that work based on your buffer times, focus blocks, daily limits, and existing commitments. Third, and this is the key part, your agent formulates a response in natural language. It does not just send a list of time slots. It writes a proper email that sounds like you. Something like, "Hi Sarah, thanks for reaching out. I would love to connect about the project. I have Thursday at 2 or Friday at 10 available. Both are 30-minute slots. Let me know which works." Fourth, when Sarah responds and picks a time, your agent confirms it, creates the calendar event, sends the invite, and notifies you, all without you lifting a finger. If Sarah says neither works, your agent proposes alternative times automatically. Now here is an important design decision. Do you want your agent to fully auto-book, or do you want it to propose and wait for your approval? For most people, I recommend a hybrid approach. Auto-book meetings with trusted colleagues and recurring contacts. Require your approval for external meetings or anything over 30 minutes. You can set this per contact or per meeting type. That balance gives you the convenience of automation while keeping control over your schedule. Now let us talk about testing and edge cases, because this is where most DIY agents break down. You can have perfect rules and a great booking flow, but real-world scheduling is messy, and your agent needs to handle the chaos. Edge case number 1. Simultaneous requests. Two people ask for the same time slot within minutes of each other. Your agent needs a locking mechanism. When it proposes a slot to someone, that slot should be temporarily reserved for a set period, say 1 hour. If the person confirms within that window, great. If not, the slot goes back into the pool. Edge case number 2. The reschedule spiral. Someone books a meeting, then asks to reschedule, then reschedules again. Your agent should handle this gracefully by canceling the old event, creating the new one, and updating the invite. But it should also track how many times a meeting has been rescheduled. After 3 reschedules, flag it for your attention. Something might be wrong. Edge case number 3. Multi-party meetings. 3 or 4 people need to meet, and their calendars are all different. Your agent needs to check everyone's availability simultaneously and find the intersection. This is computationally harder but completely doable. For this, I recommend using a scheduling matrix approach. List all participants, check each one's calendar, and find overlapping free slots. Edge case number 4. The disappearing act. Someone confirms a meeting but then ghosts you. Your agent should send a reminder 24 hours before. If there is no response, it should proactively ask for confirmation. And if the meeting time passes with no attendance, it should automatically remove the event and free up the slot. Edge case number 5, and this is critical: the override. Sometimes you need to manually override your agent's decisions. Always build in a manual override button. If your agent books something at a bad time or declines a meeting you actually wanted, you need to be able to fix it immediately. The agent is there to help, not to be a dictator. Test all of these scenarios before you go live. Send yourself fake meeting requests. Create artificial conflicts. Invite your agent to multi-person chaos. The more you test, the more robust your agent becomes.
Let us recap what we built today. We created an AI scheduling agent that does what tools like Calendly cannot. It does not just show your free time, it actively negotiates meetings using natural language. We connected it to Google Calendar through the free API. We wrote smart rules for buffer times, focus blocks, priorities, and daily limits. We built a booking flow that handles incoming requests, proposes times, and auto-confirms. And we stress-tested it against real-world edge cases like simultaneous requests, reschedule spirals, and multi-party meetings. The result is an agent that saves you 2 to 3 hours every week and never makes a scheduling mistake. That is the power of building your own AI tools. You are not renting someone else's vision of how scheduling should work. You are creating exactly what you need.
If this tutorial was helpful, hit that subscribe button. I post new AI tutorials and tool reviews every single day, so you will always have something practical to try. Drop a comment below if you have questions about building your scheduling agent, or if there is a specific AI tool you want me to cover next. I read every comment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.